Hey, it's Deborah Poneman, founder of Yes to Success, where we share knowledge and tools for you to live your ultimate life. And ageless anti-aging for your brain, your body, and your future. So about a month ago, the great spiritual teacher, Gurudev Sri Sri Ravi Shankar, was in California speaking to a crowd in Anaheim. And I had the privilege of reading to him the questions that had been submitted by guests in the audience. The talk was a part of his Sixth Sense tour, the sixth sense being your intuition. So one of the questions that was submitted, it was so excellent, and it was something that we probably all want to know the answer to, and it was this. The person said, I'm paraphrasing, I know I should listen to my intuition, and when I do, it never leads me astray. However, what happens is that very often my intuition is pretty much screaming at me, and I start moving in the direction it's leading me, and fear kicks in. Can you relate? I think they said something like, I just have too much anxiety, so I default to the rationalization that I can do it later or something else will work out because doing what my intuition tells me is just too scary. And then the person said, what should I do? And Sri Sri's answer was very, very exciting, and I want to share it with you. It was actually a bunch of answers. First, he said, you can calm and center yourself and diminish fear by using what's called Ujjayi breath, also called ocean breath. You can Google Ujjayi breath. It's spelled U-J-J, U-J-J-A-Y-I, U-J-J-A-Y-I, Ujjayi breath. And there are many teachers who show you how to do it on the internet, but I'm just going to give you a little crash course here. Basically, to do Ujjayi or ocean breath, you close your lips and you breathe in and out slowly through your nose while slightly constricting the throat. But you constrict it in a way, you're actually also putting the air on the back of your throat, kind of the roof of the mouth, so that when you breathe in and out, it sounds like the ocean. So listen to me, it's like this. Kind of like Darth Vader. Many yoga teachers teach it because they tell you to do Ujjayi breath all during your yoga practice. So why does this breath diminish fear and calm us down? Because we're stimulating the vagus nerve. And as you might know, the vagus nerve interfaces with the parasympathetic or peaceful nervous system. And this interface means that the vagus nerve will pick up on the slow, deep Ujjayi breath and will tell the brain, there's nothing to worry about. It's all peaceful in the moment. So that's the first thing you can do. And the next evening at a different venue, Gurudev Sri Sri picked up the subject again. And he said, when you're experiencing fear of any kind, so it would be fear of doing what your intuition tells you to do, but he said fear of any kind, you can also chant the Sanskrit mantra, Om Namah Shivaya. I'll spell that also. It's O-M, second word, Namah, N-A-M-A-H, and the last word is Shivaya, S-H-I-V-A-Y-A. Sanskrit is all about sound vibration. And he said that the sound quality of Om Namah Shivaya holds a vibration that diminishes fear. And I was amazed that he said that, actually personally, because I had spontaneously been doing that for years to calm down. And I would also do it when there was like bad energy. We're all so sensitive to energy these days. So if somebody would, for example, bring up a name of someone whose energy I did not want in my space, I would immediately go Om Namah Shivaya, Om Namah Shivaya, Om Namah Shivaya to clear the space. I didn't even know that Sri Sri would recommend it. Okay, so we have Ujjayi breath, We have Om Namah Shivaya. And by the way, if you Google Om Namah Shivaya, there are millions of interpretations. You know, they say Shivaya is the word for Shiva, who's that, you know, the blue Hindu god with a snake around its neck and the Ganges coming out of its head. But that isn't what we're talking about. One of the most dominant interpretations of Om Namah Shivaya is simply that the Shiva energy governs the 9 planets. So chanting Om Namah Shivaya can help you nullify the negative effects of the planets. So good to chant it when there are some interesting planetary configurations, like right now and coming up in the next couple weeks. Some interpretations say that the Shiva energy is the energy of destruction, but what Shiva destroys is fear and evil to clear the space for peace and for good. So Sri Sri also said that chanting it out loud or inside, just inside your head or out loud for 5 to 10 minutes daily is a powerful practice to destroy negativity in your life. And one other thing he said to do if you're anxious or your mind is racing or you have anxiety is to do physical activity like running or aerobics or bicycling. And he said, or especially dancing. He said, you can't be anxious and dance at the same time. And if you dance long enough, eventually the fear and anxiety will dissolve and you can get back to life or your task of following your intuition without fear. And finally, he said, not just dancing, but also singing. He said, you know, any kind of singing, like chanting bhajans or I don't know, singing your national anthem, whatever it is. But he also said you could sing about your troubles and they were very well might go away. And it was so funny because there he was, one of the greatest gurus on the planet, and he demonstrated it. It was at a meeting. I don't know, there had to be 500 people in the room. And there he was singing what might be somebody's troubles. He went like, I am so sad because my boss does not like me and my mother-in-law is mean to me and I can't get the apartment that I wanted and my foot hurts. And it was hysterical, but I guess it's also the laughter that can dissolve the fear of acting on your intuition. Okay, so we have Ujjayi breath, Om Namah Shivaya, move your body, dancing. And of course, don't invite fear into your life by watching TV and constantly talking about everything that's bad that's going on in the world. You'll hear enough of that, you know, from other people, peripheral hearing. You'll hear what you need to hear without listening to the news. Keep your vibration high by not constantly bringing in the vibration of fear and indulging in negativity. Instead, talk about the beauty in the world and the good things that are happening around you. And there are good things if you would just look for them. And also remember what the great teacher Maharishi Mahesh Yogi said, and that is, I love this quote, that which we put our attention on grows stronger in our lives. So remember, like attracts like, and you have a choice at every moment. Do you want to be a magnet for fear or for good? It's up to you. And when you choose good, you're doing your part to bring more good on to this beautiful planet of ours. So that's it. Lots of love. Have a great week. And hopefully I'll see many of you at the World Culture Festival in Washington, D.C. on September 29th and 30th and on October 1st. And the whole purpose of that festival is to bring light and joy and love and unity. There are going to be something like 20,000 dancers from all cultures around the world and all kinds of bands and gospel choirs and a 10,000 person dance, Garba dance from India and dancers from Mongolia and from the Ukraine and from Thailand and from Argentina. We're going to get some tangos, and many of our leaders, world leaders, the president of Fiji and the president of Mauritius, and here in the US, there are going to be senators and congressmen from both sides of the aisle. So it really is going to be a wonderful way to acknowledge that we are a one world family and to bring lots of positivity onto our planet. So I hope I see you there. Bye for now.